Hey there, welcome back to Fluency Goals. Today's lesson is going to be very interesting as we explore binomial pairs and their usage in everyday conversations. Binomial pairs are the words that are used together, combined by a conjunction or a preposition, and they can be used in your sentences as fixed expressions. Now, if you look at these words individually, they might appear very simple and plain to you, and you find speakers using them at elementary and even lower intermediate level. But when you use these simple words as binomial pairs in your conversation, they can elevate your fluency, your level of communication altogether. Now, before I dive into the lesson, I want to give a huge shout out to these 3 subscribers on my channel who have been very regular and consistent with their support, with their comments on my videos. I thank them and I appreciate them wholeheartedly. So without any further delay, let's learn these binomial pairs. Back and forth. Back and forth. Use this binomial pair to convey the meaning that something is moving in one direction, then again in another direction. Let's understand more of its usage in the context related to sentences. Take a look at this first sentence. We debated back and forth before making a decision. That means we were debating about the issue further and again coming back to the previous points. So that is going back, going forth, going back, going forth. So here it conveys a sense that it was a thorough debate. Let's take a look at the another sentence. The kids were running back and forth in the hallway. That means they were going back and going forth in the hallway. The email exchange went back and forth for days. That means one direction, the communication went in one direction, then it came back in another direction to the sender, to the recipient, to the sender, to the recipient. So here the usage back and forth. The next is safe and sound. Safe and sound. When you say that something or somebody is safe and sound, that means they are free from any harm or injury. Even after the accident, both the family and the kids were safe and sound. The firefighters rescued everyone safe and sound from the building. That means everybody that they rescued, they were unharmed and uninjured. So use this binomial pair commonly to talk about somebody's well-being after a risky situation. So after they have been exposed to a risky situation or harmful situation, and if they emerge without any harm, you can use this binomial pair to convey that they are safe and sound. Odds and ends. Odds and ends. Use this pair to talk about the miscellaneous things that do not belong to just one category, like various unimportant items. Let's understand it in the context of sentence usage. I'll pack the big items first and leave the odds and ends for later. So that means the necessary and the big items you are packing now, and whatever unrelated miscellaneous items are left, you will consider them later. So I'll pack odds and ends later. This drawer is full of odds and ends like paper clips and buttons. So that means all kind of miscellaneous items are going into the drawer. And these are all unrelated things. Give and take. Give and take. Now, this pair is often used in situations that require compromise or cooperation. So, whenever you want to convey to other person to understand and to adjust a bit, to talk about situations that require adjustment and understanding, you can use it. Let's look at few sentences to understand its usage well. The negotiations involved a lot of give and take from both sides. That means both the sides had to compromise or adjust a bit somewhere. Friendship is about give and take, not just taking all the time. So that means both the Friends have to give, sometimes take from each other. It's not just about one-sided favors only. If we replace this conjunction with or, give or take, it changes its meaning altogether. So if you say give or take, it means approximately plus or minus somewhere. It will take me 20 minutes to reach your destination, give or take. That means approximately 20 minutes. There were 50 people at the party, give or take. That means approximately 50 people, more or less. The drive will take 1 hour, give or take a few minutes. That means it may add a few minutes or few minutes may be less. The next is hustle and bustle. Hustle and bustle. So whenever you want to talk about environments that are very busy and noisy around, you can convey it using this binomial pair, hustle and bustle. There is a lot of hustle and bustle in the market due to the festival season. I enjoy the hustle and bustle of city life. That means city life, it is full of noise and a lot of activity. After a week of hustle and bustle, I am ready for some peace. By and large. By and large. So when you want to say by the most part of it or generally talking about general overall being, you can use this pair by and large. Suppose you want to say that overall, if you look at the meeting, it was a success. You can say by and large, the meeting was a success. By and large, I am happy with how the things have turned out. More or less. More or less. Like give or take, it also conveys that something is nearly accurate, not exact. Like the project is more or less complete. So if you say that 100% it's complete, that's incorrect. So it's not exactly complete, but it is very near to the completion. It's a 20-minute walk, more or less. The room was more or less clean after the party. So that means it was almost clean after the party. Part and parcel. Now this is a very commonly used binomial pair to convey that something is essential part of something, like struggles or challenges that are essential part of life. So these kind of challenges are part and parcel of life. Long working hours are part and parcel of being a doctor. Stress is a part and parcel of a demanding job. So that means if you are in a job that is highly demanding and taxing, then you are bound to face stress. So it is an essential part that comes along with that job. Next is wear and tear. Wear and tear. So use it to convey the damage that is caused by the regular usage of something, like the wear and tear of vehicles when they are regularly used. The sofa in my living room looks old due to normal wear and tear. The car's tires have started showing signs of wear and tear. That means over a period of time, the usage of the car has started showing its usage in the tires. So when things start depreciating over time because of usage, you can use the words wear and tear to convey that. Peace and quiet. Now these are both similar words. Peace accompanied with quiet. That means it is used to convey the state of calm, quiet, tranquility. So whenever you talk about some relaxation from noise or some chaos, you can use these words peace and quiet. After this chaotic week, I require some peace and quiet to rejuvenate myself. They move to the countryside to enjoy some peace and quiet. So countryside is away from the hustle and bustle of city life. That is why you find some peace and quiet at country life. Tell me, how would you describe the area that you live in? Is it hustle and bustle there or peace and quiet? Now and then. Now and then. Use this as a replacement for the word occasionally. Take for example, if you want to say we go out for dinner occasionally, you can also convey it by saying we go out for dinner now and then. I like to watch a movie now and then to relax. Although, even then, while watching a movie, I'm taking notes just to learn the language. Okay, moving on. All or nothing. All or nothing. So, all, either you want all, that is everything, or nothing. So, this is used to convey that either you'll go for complete thing, or nothing at all. So you can use this phrase while talking about negotiations or general life's principles. Let's say her approach to work is all or nothing. Either she'll put 100% into the work, or she'll not be interested at all. This decision felt like an all or nothing situation. That means either you'll have to accept it complete as it is or reject it. He has always been all or nothing when it comes to sports. Time and again. Time and again. So you can use this expression to replace the words repeatedly. So if you're talking about doing something repeatedly, you can say that you are doing that thing time and again. He has proven his loyalty to the CEO time and again. The lesson was taught time and again by the teacher until everyone understood. That means repeatedly and frequently the lesson was taught by the teacher so that everyone understands. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. Now, if you want to say to keep something very brief but pleasant, like some experience or somebody's visit or some situation, you can use these words short and sweet. Let's keep the introduction to the video short and sweet. Their stay was short and sweet. The meeting was short and sweet, just like the way I like it. Although her speech was short and sweet, it left an impact on the listeners. Sink or swim. Sink or swim. Sink or swim. Now, these are two opposites coming together here to convey that either it's going to be a total downfall or it's going to be a savior. So this can be used to talk about situations which can go either north or they can go south. So either success or failure. Starting this new business is like a sink or swim situation for them. In this competitive market, it's always sink or swim. So that was all the binomial pairs I had to share with you today. If you want to learn more binomial pairs, you can download the complete PDF from my website. I have given the link in the description. You can either scan this QR code or download this PDF by clicking on the link. I hope that this lesson was a value addition into your learning. I'll see you next week with another lesson. Till then, happy learning.